this is my new rocket stove, and Ryan's tending the fire. Gone through a lot of trial and errors to get to this point, and we're at the first stage of brewing beer from all grain, and we're looking at free fuel, getting the first water to 160 degrees, and we're at about 152, almost there. But this rocket stove is not a brick stove, and it doesn't seem to be much of a rocket at this point, but its temperature is still high. We'll pick it up again here in a minute. Alright, this is the second stage that I'm doing for the sparge, and if you can see this gauge, it's really hard to see, but we're looking at a little over 150 degrees, almost hitting 160, and you can see the rocket on the inside hitting the bottom of the pan with the fire. And this is my sparge water. If you can see it, it's just starting to get a little bit dark out now. I got the spotlights on, the floodlights. And we're looking at a little bit quick time, more than I expected. It was a lot faster on this second pot for the sparge water. After taking the embers out, I went ahead and put some baked potatoes in with the coals for the burning embers, and we got that in a clay flower pot, as you can see. So we got the baked potatoes going. Actually, I'm not going to be cooking out here other than the potatoes. But the sparge water was done in less than 15 minutes. We'll come back to you in a minute. Alright, bringing it down. This is set on a low temperature right now. This is like a medium heat, but you can just barely hear the rocket sound. That's about as close as I'm going to get to that fire. It's too hot. But right now what I'm doing is I'm warming up the sparge water to 150 degrees for sparging, and then we're going to put the other pot on for the boil for the hops. And I'm going to do a 30-minute boil, and it's probably going to take about 45 minutes to get to that point. Although this boil here, it looks like it's going a little bit fast, even on medium. Maybe I'm probably going to be about 30 minutes on the hop, and then at the last stage I'll hop it for the last 10 minutes. Alright, we'll be back in a short. Alright, now this is what we're looking for. I just now got up to about 210, almost 212 degrees, and I just put the hops in. But on a rocket stove, this is what you're looking for, right here. And you need those flames to come out the sides for a breather. And You have to have the bricks spaced apart. And it helps when the wood is dry. A lot of the wood came down in the past hurricane we were in, and some of it's still a little bit green. But these flames that are shooting out is exactly what we're looking for. And the hop stage, stage 1, we're here. We're going to do a 2-hop stage on this amber ale. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, this is what we've been looking for to achieve the boil. We just got to boiling point, and the hops are in there. And go ahead, Ryan, take the top off. And we're at the boil. Wow, it's so hard to see. But we're at the boil. We're into the boil about 20 minutes. Got about another 10 minutes to go. And it's a good rolling boil. It's not fierce, but people were telling me you can't brew beer using a wood stove. Well, here it goes. We've hopped the beer. It's going. And there it goes. This is the wood stove. Free fuel. There we go. We're getting ready to do the finishing hops in about 10 minutes. Be back with you in a minute. Alright. The main hops we started with here were the Kent Goldings, and that's going to add a lot to the flavor of the beer. This right here, which I'm holding in my hand, is the Willamette hops, and I'm using 3/4 of an ounce for the finishing. And for the finishing, we're going to put this into the rolling boil right now. Alright, and then I'm going to stir it around here. I'm going to let that set for about a minute, and then I'm going to give it a good stir. Alright, I'll be back to you in a minute or two. Alright, go. Alright, now I'm removing the hops. We got a good 30-minute boil on these and a good 10-minute boil on the Willamette finishing hops. We're going to take these out, and we're going to put them right here on the bricks. Both of them come out at the same time. So, since she's been at a rolling boil here for a bit, we're going to take this out, put it into the runoff, and then we're going to chill the wort. Yeah. Woo.
That's the top of the wood burning.
That rocket stove is still going strong. Isn't that something?
That is something.
Woo-wee! We got ourselves a rocket stove. That's a nice burn right there. It's a bit freaking hot.
It's a good foot, too.
Flame's a good foot high.
Alright, I gotta chill this wort. That's all the ashes.
Did you get the baked potatoes too?
There's baked potatoes in there too.
Alright. Before I pitch the yeast, we're looking at, if you can see on the hydrometer, we hit 1.042 and hit it right on the money. Well, it might be a 1.044. It's in between 1.042 and 1.044. So for 5 gallons of beer, this is an English amber ale, and we're looking at 5 to 5.1% alcohol at a 1.042, and it looks like it's coming up closer to a 1.044, which is to our benefit. But to let y'all know, to all those out there and all the naysayers saying that you cannot brew beer with a wood stove, you're out of your mind, because I just did it. Loving it. Look at that, look at that, look at that. 1.044 on the mark, and done. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing some responses. Thank you, and have a great night. Bye-bye. Okay, here we go. The final step. This is the British ale yeast I decided to use for the amber ale, and I warmed it up, and these little beasties are ready to climb up out of the cup. They're fermenting just fine. So what we're going to do, put it in here, final last step, and that. Give her one quick stir. And I'm not going to aerate this. I'm going to do a belly bump, and I'll get to show you what the belly bump does, and I don't have to worry about you no more. So we're done with that. Now for the final, and here we go. Alright. Now, for the airlock, I have some sanitizing agent in here, and through the insert, and we'll give it a good belly rub and a good belly bump. And she's on fire already. Alright. And I'll probably go ahead, and since some came back up in here, I'll probably change that out in the morning, and you can see there's plenty of bubbles coming up through, so we're set there. And have a great day. This is how you make beer with free fuel. Thanks.